Hello, Tomasis.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, good to see you. Thank you for joining.
You're welcome. It's good to
Hello.
join you guys.
Let's see, we are supposed to be more than 30. So let's wait a few minutes till other participants join and we can start. Hello, Arno. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. While we are waiting a few more minutes, maybe someone from you would like to say where did you find our webinar? And if you are familiar with the Infinite project before, if you were familiar, we would like to hear from you. Can you hear me well?
Yes, thanks.
From the attendees as well? As I don't see. Okay, with it, I think we can start. Good morning, everyone. Almost good afternoon. Thank you for joining our webinar today, Infinite Possibilities and Responsible AI workshop. Yes, in the framework of All Digital Weeks. So let me quickly share the agenda of today's event with you. So we will start with a welcome and All Digital Weeks campaign introduction, and then we will pass to Infinite project overview. In particularly, I will present AI toolkit we developed within the framework of this project. And then I will pass the floor to my colleague Sandra, who will present AI Digital Hub and learning scenario developed within the project. And then we will pass to interactive exercise and finish with the closing and final remarks by me again. Okay, let me just check. It's a pity that we are only 6, but we'll hope that other people will join as we move forward. Okay, yes, I see some people joining. Hello, Pauline, thank you for joining us. Yeah. Hello, Mats. Thank you for turning on the camera. It's always a pleasure to see the faces, you know, when you, yeah, so thank you so much for this. I just presented to all the other participants the agenda, as you can see on the screen. This is the plan of today's event. Let's just maybe wait a few more minutes until I will officially present the all digital campaign and welcome word. Okay, since I don't see anyone else joining, let's move forward. So I would like to start with a small introduction of the history of All Digital campaign, as it's the major pan-European awareness-raising campaign on digital skills for inclusion, empowerment, And sorry, I'm admitting new participants, empowerment and employment. And it is organized by All Digital Network. As for the ones who don't know us, we are a pan-European association with more than 120 members across Europe working in the field of digital inclusion. And this campaign has been running since 2010. And since then, the campaign has helped almost 1.5 million people to get online for the first time or enhance their digital skills, our main aim. And the awareness raising campaign is run at digital competence centers, libraries, community centers, schools, and other venues across Europe and across our members. For example, I saw that Tomazis, one of our member from Cyprus, joined the event today. So thank you so much. And every year it helps more than I'm admitting new people, and every year it helps more than 50,000 Europeans from plus 20 European countries to learn and be inspired by what technology can do for them, focusing on the opportunities given by digital transformation and its effects. So the theme of this year's campaign is digital well-being for a competitive Europe, and the all digital weeks are running for three weeks. In March, we launched on March 9th, and we will have our closing event on 25th of March. I put here the QR code, where on our website you can explore more about the campaign itself, and we also invite you to register for our closing event. Yeah, and as you can see, this year the topic is very important, and it highlights the importance of ensuring that people across Europe can engage with digital technologies confidently, responsibly, and sustainably. It reflects the need to make digital inclusion and skills development part of everyday life, supporting people's well-being while contributing to Europe's long-term competitiveness. Okay, this is a quick introduction to All Digital Weeks campaign. With this, I also prepared a short icebreaker for you, our dear participants. So let me just share my entire screen. Are you seeing my Mentimeter? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. So perfect. I invite you all to scan the QR code and think about, when you think of AI in higher education, the first word that comes to your mind. What is this? So I'm waiting for your responses. Challenge, I see. Big challenge, I see. Writing, challenge again. Okay. Copilot, it's precise. Okay, we have 12 participants, so I'm waiting for more responses. Please all scan the QR code. Opportunity, this is interesting. I see some more responses, but I believe that the challenge was the most highlighted one. Okay. It was a bit slow, but still challenge is on the first plan. Then let me come back to my presentation. And indeed, the aim of the Infinite project is to make this challenge, to transform this challenge more into opportunity side. As our main aim of the project to prepare higher education teachers and students to critically and ethically use AI-based technology for their professional and pedagogical practices, and supporting higher education institutions to leverage the best possible outcomes from AI developments. In particularly, the four main objectives of our project is raise awareness about the affordances and challenges of AI. So we see the word challenges here as well. Then to develop resources for higher education academics to recognize and leverage AI for their professional and pedagogical practice, considering the ethical implications. Then build higher education academics and students' digital competencies, readiness, and resilience to effectively use AI with ethical responsibility and integrity for teaching, learning, and assessment. And here, the challenge can become a very useful tool. And promote higher education institutions' digital transformation through capacity building and preparedness of the higher education community to leverage AI for professional and pedagogical practices. So with this, the main pillars of the project and what we've developed so far is our AI Literacy Toolkit. In particularly, it's an interactive support package that helps higher education academics use AI tools in a critical, ethical, and let me admit my favorite topic. Okay, thank you so much, Sandra, so that I'm all focused. Okay, so the first pillar of our project was to create AI literacy toolkit, as you can see from here. The second one was to create AI digital hub to create, this is basically a central online space where the higher education community can explore AI tools, resources, and practical exams for professional and pedagogical practice, and my colleague Sandra will present it more in details afterwards. And the final part of our project was also the capacity building and courses. So the aim was to design and implement the AI capacity building courses, giving higher education academics and students hands-on opportunities to work with AI tools in realistic teaching and learning situations. And this is where we implemented our blended courses across partner countries. And of course, dissemination and sustainability. This is our main responsibility as the lead of work package focused on dissemination. So basically to ensure that the project's results are widely shared, used, and sustained at local, national, and European levels. So these are the main pillars of our project. Then, who are the partners? We as a
social media sweatshirts where they just have rooms of like
please make sure that your audio is muted. Okay, thank you so much. So who are we? We are the consortium of 5 European partners. Yes, as you can see, 3 of them are universities from the Netherlands, from Greece, and from Ireland. And we also have our CARDET partner from Cyprus, Center for the Advancement of the Research, and all digital. That. Okay, then passing to the next agenda point, I will present now the AI Literacy Toolkit. Yes, so basically, as I already mentioned, it's an interactive support package that helps higher education academics understand the use of AI tools in a critical, ethical, and pedagogically meaningful way. Here how it looks like. And the structure, basically, it follows the following structure. The introduction presents the purpose of the toolkit and explains that it supports academics to use AI responsibly and effectively in higher education. Then it follows theoretical background where we define the key concepts related to AI in higher education, to establish a common understanding of the topic. And then in particularly the AI tools that basically this toolkit presents a broad overview of all possible AI-based tools that can support research, teaching, learning, assessment, and collaboration in higher education. For me, it was particularly useful when I was finalizing my thesis research. So I was very glad to be part of the consortium. Then the next part of the toolkit is the guidelines. So basically, here it explains how educators can evaluate AI tools, yes, and address key ethical issues and implement AI confidently in their teaching and professional practice. Then it follows the AI readiness checklist that academics can use to understand at what stage of the readiness they are, basically, yes. So help evaluate how prepared are they. And here I put the link for the toolkit itself. Yes, and with this, I will give you 3 to 5 minutes. You can scan the QR code and to check it yourself, the toolkit. Yes, and then to reflect on the following questions. Do you find this toolkit useful? Yes, why or why not? What would you improve or adapt? And we can discuss it at the end of the event. So with this, I invite you all to scan the QR code, and I will give you 2-3 minutes just to go through the structure to get familiarized with the tool. And please, if you have any questions, feel free to write them on the chat. And the idea of today's webinar is basically to present all the resources created within the framework of Infinite. So we will also have at the end of the workshop webinar time to discuss the presented resources. With this, I think we can move forward. Yes, my aim was just to give you a few minutes to get familiar with the toolkit. And now I will give the floor to my colleague Sandra. And Sandra, please, the floor is yours to present the AI Hub and capacity building courses. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I am sharing with you in the chat the link of the presentation that I am using because I think that it can be useful for you, not only now, but in the future, if you want to have a map of the all resources that we have created for this project. Now I am sharing my screen. Okay. Please let me know if you can see. And now I want to start with, of course, the Artificial Intelligence Hub. It's a hub related with our project. And in this hub, you can find the toolkit that was presented by my colleague, but also in this place you can find many resources related with the project. And in this area there are many tools that are useful if you want to introduce the use of artificial intelligence with an approach that is not only a technical approach but also is a pedagogical approach. Because starting from the toolkit this area you can see many resources that are created according a specific structure. In this structure we start from a scenario overview and we try to engage our target starting from scenario. The target is composed by HEIs, teachers and students. And for this reason we have two types of learning contents. One is specific for teachers and other one are specific for students. It's for us it was really important to have a pedagogical approach and we started with this scenario that are related to problem-based learning, and we followed a specific format. In this format, we have of course, the presentation of the target audience, in this case, can be researchers or instructors, and after we specify the duration. And the learning environment. We can have online learning environment or blended or workshop. And also we define our learning objectives. And we divided it according the knowledge tag and skill tag. And it's really important this step because when we manage an activity, a learning activity, we have to explain what are the learning objectives, not only the topics, because if we explain the learning objectives, we guide our target to focus on the really specific activities that can be useful for them. And also why we have decided to use learning objectives, because learning objectives are really clear when we want to measure the results of the learning activities. And also we defined if there were prerequisites or resources. In the activity, we starting from the scenario, we presented many tools or methods, and after the short presentation we designed activities, practical exercise for guiding learners to test these tools and to be really engaged in the activity. And also we give them a structure in which they are pushed to discuss and to work
Nagu riescoco printersi shops.
and to and also to work in a collaborative way. And also, because it's really important when you want to introduce the artificial intelligence in the learning design, we tried to stimulate ethical consideration and, of course, encourage personal or disciplinary connection. And the last step is ever to promote the evaluation of the process related with the use of artificial intelligence. I think that it's really important to consider that in the scenario, the ethical dimension that we consider were data privacy, academic integrity, bias and misinformation, responsible use, tool use. And in the end, we try to recap all important topics that were discussed for offering the learners a takeaway that can be really useful for them. And also we guide them in a formative assessment. In the like I told you, have two different sections. One section referred artificial intelligence and higher education educators. Each partners developed specific learning scenarios and specific learning content, and these learning content were translated in the language, in different language. We can, for example, explore the activity that were in this case presented in English. This is the structure, and for the activity we have used a specific environment. It is called Gamma, and Gamma is a really innovative platform in which we can manage in really simple way not only the graphic, the presentation, but also the content. This is the structure, learning scenario, in this case empowering educator using artificial tools for critical engagement with academic text. We have a short summary in which we describe the scenario, and we start from a real problem for engaging the learners. In this case, the learners are the teachers. And these are the really important data related to the scenario. Keywords, duration, target group, prerequisite, resources, and the agents and actors in this scenario. After we specify, like I told you, the knowledge objectives and the skill objectives. And again, we described the real scenario. In this case is a Professor Maria Nicolaou. She is an associate professor of educational science at the university, and after we explained the problem, the task that this professor had to resolve. And after we present the different challenges related with artificial intelligence in education, but also opportunities. And we started from the challenges that the professor have to achieve, and after we suggest the potential solution with the use of artificial intelligence. And in this case, we are referring to specific tool. Our goal is not, of course, promote specific tool, but according the toolkit that was presented by my colleagues, offer a first review of the tools that are available on the market for free or paid, but that are selected and evaluated by our scientific team, not all for the technical offers, but also for pedagogical offers. And after we put in relevance all ethical consideration that we have to make. For example, about data privacy, or this is a really important problem that many high teachers consider like a critic point, the oversimplification. Or another point is the academic integrity. And starting from this potential artificial intelligence solution and ethical consideration, we suggest how the teachers can manage the learning activities. And because not all, of course, know the tools that we are suggesting, we offer a guide step by step, starting from the general presentation, but also selecting resources that are available online, or we have created a demonstration of the practical use of these tools. And you can see step by step, we guide the activity, not only focusing on the tools, but also giving suggestion about question about activity that can engage the students. We in this slide you can see hands-on experience, and we can guide step by step. The first step in this case is upload your PDF or chat PDF, and after formulate 3 or 5K questions about your document, and after evaluate the accuracy and usefulness of artificial intelligence responses. And after we suggest question for reflect and to guarantee a critical approach. And after we can pass to other tools, but the structure it's the same. General presentation, demonstration, and after how it can be used in the class. And in the end, you can have guidelines for ethical artificial intelligence integration, and we guide with a question a reflection about artificial intelligence in education. And this is the takeaway. We recap of the key insight. We suggest the best practice for integration, and we have the same structure for different topic. In the gamma that I have shared with you, you can have the complete list of this learning content organized according the partner that were responsible for design the content and the translation in the three languages. There are two sections. In this case, we presented empowering educators, but for example, the same partners also designed enhances formative assessment within higher education. For this reason, I suggest you to read the title and start from the scenario that you think is more useful for you. And these are the all digital learning scenario, and I designed this learning content. And in the second section, there are the scenario in which we add like a target the students. In this case, are students that are attending university to become teachers, or they are young teachers and they are in the first in first experience in the classes. Also, for this section, we have the same structure. For example, I can okay, maybe I can use this one, and I show you that we followed the same structure, learning scenario. In this case, the target is different, and education science students must optimize the production of digital resources for migrant students who need to acquire language skills in the instructional language of their educational setting. The call is to use AI-based tools to enhance language learning, making resources more accessible, personalized, and interactive. And the structure is the same. The description of the real life problem. In this case, this student, she is called Sarah. She is undertaking an internship at the training center for migrant students. Her task is to develop digital materials for facilitate migrant students, and we described all challenges that Sarah had to achieve. The data about the scenario, also in this case, the knowledge objectives, the skill objectives, the learning, the knowledge objectives and the skill objectives, it's a format that is really common in Europe. For example, now in the upload, in the new version of the framework DCOM 3.0, the new the new approach is to use the learning outcomes, and the learning outcomes are described like knowledge, skill, and also attitude. For this reason, it's really important, don't speak in general, but also to define what is the knowledge and what is the skill. Also for not only for the learning process, but also for the assessment project. And also here we presented the real case, the challenges, and the resources. The structure is the same. After this, in the hub, we have also other tools. For example, we have these tools in which we can research the really best practice about artificial intelligence in higher education, and we can research according different object. For example, we can raising awareness about the affordance and challenges of artificial intelligence for stimulating innovative professional pedagogical practice, or developing hands and resources. And maybe we can also, this is an example. In this case, we have 71 results related artificial intelligence in learning, or this is just a second. I open in new tab. Yes, this is one. And we can browse by tag, or we can search items using keywords. It's really in this hub we can discover many resources. Okay. Also, we can discover artificial intelligence trends from UA, and there is a section in which we can read articles about the use of artificial intelligence in Europe. Because in this case there is a selection of the news that are relevant for this topic, and we can analyze trend, and we can use this hub for informed decision, or for our personal professional development. And also we don't focus only in European context, but also in global context. And also in our hub we can discover information about artificial intelligence that are shared in global environment. Now I want to engage you in a practical activity, really simple. This is the activity. I will share with you. You can use the QR code, or I can share with you maybe if I'm not sure that I am able. Yes. I show you this one. This is really simple. Just a second. Okay. This is an activity in which we are using in this case ChatGPT for our just a second, maybe is easier in this case. Okay. What is this? This is a GPT created with ChatGPT. If you have the plus version of ChatGPT, you can create your specific GPT, in which you can give extraction to the artificial intelligence, and you can guide in specific task. If you don't have the paid version, you can try the same activity using Gemini. And in Gemini, this application, it's called gems. Sorry, I have, okay, maybe I try to, gems, and you can create gems here. Yeah, you can go there, gems, and you can create a new gems in which you put the extraction. But for facilitate this activity in today, you have only to use the designed GPT. And this GPT is designed for support you to know better all resources that were produced in Infinite Project. And what is the task? We can ask, for example, what ethical issues are addressed by the toolkit in relation to use of artificial intelligence, or we can, for example, we can ask how can educators integrate the toolkit, or we can ask how the toolkit support the design of interdisciplinary learning activities involving AI. But these are only, please.
Yes, sorry, Sandra, it's me. Just 5-10 minutes to wrap up so that we are following the agenda. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Just a reminder.
Thank you. And you can copy or you can write the question and you can paste, and the GPT support you in this activity. Why? Because this is designed and is designed with specific extraction, and also there was upload the toolkit. If you are interested in Infinite Project and to be guided to use all resources, you can create by yourself this extraction. You can upload the resources and you can use artificial intelligence like a guide for you. I don't know if we have time to ask our participant to try, or we can move to the next step of our agenda.
We have 5 minutes for the participants to try. Do you think it will be enough? Yeah?
Yes, yes,
Okay,
yes.
let's do so.
Okay. I repeat what you have to do. You have just use the link that I have shared, this one, and you can, or you can select one of these questions that are suggested, or you can decide to write your question about the AI Literacy Toolkit. I am using the first question suggested. What is the Infinite AI Literacy Toolkit? Who is designed for? And this is the answer. And we can maybe continuing our chat, design design and activity for 20 university student. And we receive a feedback of course, it's the first proposal, and I was really I didn't give more information. I can give the chatbot, the artificial intelligence, more information about the learning needs of my students. But in this case, we receive a proposal aligned with a toolkit, and it's really useful because we know that we are not using artificial intelligence that is looking only in the web, but in this case it is working using our resources, because we can create specific instruction, and we have uploaded the resources of the project. This one. I don't know if we have a question from our participant.
Thank you so much, Sandra. Yes, please let us know if you were able to try the exercise yourself. But since we are a bit out of time, I will continue, and please use chat in case if you have any questions, and just leave us your feedback. That is essential for us. Let me just share my screen again. Okay, can you see my presentation now?
Yes.
Perfect. So basically, after these capacity building activities, and we implemented in the universities, and for our members, we also conducted 2 webinars online, the recording of which you can find or on our social media channels. Basically, the main lessons learned were as follows. So basically, blended learning is effective for building AI capacity in higher education. This was the main outcome. And also the scenario-based pedagogy supports active learning and critical thinking. The participants really liked the real scenario-based idea and cases. Then participants also showed increased confidence and readiness to use AI tools when it was explained in a structured way what tools you can use and what are the possibilities and biases also. Then combining self-paced learning with classroom interaction enhances contextualization and application. So this is also what was one of the outcomes. And AI literacy requires a long-term progressive approach with continuous practice and reflection. With this, now the next step of our project will be to create this action plan. Yes, basically turning research into action, and it will be in the format of roadmap that will guide higher education institutions in adopting AI for innovative teaching, learning, and assessment. And it will be the outcome of the whole project that will end in May. So now I will give you 5 minutes and kindly ask you to take a moment to fill in the survey. This is essential for us, as if there is no feedback, no magic. Yeah. So I will give for you 5 minutes. Please make sure that everyone filled it in. I will. We have 20 participants, so I will count. Yes, please do so.
Katarina, it seems that the form is not accessible. We need access to it. Can you check that, please?
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Thank you for spotting this. I just included in the chat the link. Can you please let me know if this one works? If someone can confirm, would be great.
You need to have an access to this Google form, so probably it is not public.
Oh, it's not working. It seems that maybe it's only for a group or limited access. It's where you go on the settings, I think, of the Google Form.
Okay. Yes, I see. Now I will. Yes, now it should be okay.
Yep. Yes, it's working.
It's working. Perfect.
Yep. Thanks.
So digital skills improved.
It's good.
I see 7 responses, so I will give 1-2 more minutes. Okay, to ensure that we are on time, I will also follow up with all the material and again, a reminder to fill in the survey. Let's move forward. So you have only 3 minutes left. So basically, I just wanted to highlight, since the project is at its final stage, we were present at All Digital Summit this year, also at ESERA conference in Denmark, and also our partners from Hellenic University also presented the INFINITE project outcomes at this conference on open and distance learning. And we will have our final event in Groningen on April 23rd from 11 to 4. So please, I also included here the QR code for registration. We will be more than happy to see you all there and to engage directly with the whole consortium. This is it. And thank you very much. I also included the LinkedIn page of the project that we invite you to follow. And we are also present on Instagram, Twitter. And for any questions or concern, please don't hesitate to contact me. And again, after the workshop webinar, I will follow up with all the resources, and also the recording will be available on All Digital YouTube channel. So with this, please let me know if you have any questions. How did you like the workshop? Thank you so much, Sandra, for presenting the learning scenario. Okay, see some comments from my wonderful colleague. Okay, we are very glad. Okay. Thank you everyone once again for joining us today. And we wish you a lovely afternoon ahead.
Bye-bye. See you soon.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.